So it is 7 o'clock now. We are going to start our session now. See, for what is the purpose that you are going to use Pega? Maybe here or maybe in enterprise version. What is the purpose you are going to use Pega? So you are going to use Pega to develop applications. Okay. So we already have discussed during the demo class. If there is anyone who did not attend demo classes, you can watch the pre-recorded, you can watch the recorded sessions that we have shared everyone. If you did not receive any recordings, you can contact our admins on the course inquiry number. Okay, that is going to be Pega admin number. They will help you. Okay, and you can watch those videos whenever you get some time. But despite watching those videos on Hari, from today onwards, you need to properly follow and regularly attend the sessions and regularly follow the videos if required. Okay, so develop the applications. We are going to use Pega. We use Pega software, that is Pega PRPC, right? To develop applications. Any one of you tell me what type of applications we are going to develop using Pega. So those applications which are internal business processing. What type of applications? BPM, business process management applications, which are internal processing purpose. Internal process means accessed by employees of the organization. Pega applications all are accessed by the employees of organization. That's the main thing. Okay, so that's the reason why you cannot see Pega applications as public domain websites. Okay, but if you join a company, you might be accessing Pega applications as a end user or something. Okay, as a developer. So you all, when you are going to learn Pega, you all are going to be developers who are going to work on development of application. Okay, where you get the business requirements. Who will be sharing you the business requirements? Business analyst will share you business requirements. What is the role of the person who will draft the business requirements and send it to developers is business analyst. This is one real-time terminology. Those who are not working in IT industry, these things are very, very important for you. If you do not have any exposure in IT industry, this type of things are very, very critical, crucial for you to learn. Okay, business analyst is the person who is going to draft the requirements, draft the business requirements, and assigns to developers. Okay, so the requirements gets drafted into a tool. What is the tool name? Any one of you tell me? Most widely being used tool. What was that? Jira tool. Okay, if you all want to access Jira for free of cost for 30 days, you can create one Jira account. You can just look into it to understand what is its purpose. I have made some videos, pre-recorded videos are available. Okay, look at here now. Go to YouTube. Okay, Harsha Trainings Pega. Harsha Trainings Pega. Okay, this is the one. Okay, you all just go and subscribe to this channel. So we will be making videos soon. We have stopped making some sort of videos, and we are going to resume making interview session videos especially. Subscribe and you are going to get the notification when you turn on the notification. So all of you, I request, today you do 2 tasks. Okay, in between I am telling this. Today all of you do below 2 tasks. Okay, first one, subscribe to YouTube channel Harsha Trainings Pega. This is a channel name. Okay, you will get all the updates. We will be making videos, so some new interview questions, real time, all that. And next one is follow us on Instagram. Okay, one is Harsha Trainings, second one Jobs Junction. You'll come to know when you subscribe to Harsha Trainings. Otherwise we will be sharing the links anyhow. Following this, you will get so much of information given to you. Okay, just do these 2 things. And here I'm going to give you one link. Okay, just listen. I'll change this. Okay, real-time project. Okay, view full playlist. I'll share you this playlist link. Okay, here you go now. Here I'll write down this playlist link. Okay, so all of you must watch this playlist. This will be covered during regular sessions here and there, but I want you to watch in a sequence. Okay, so this playlist you must be watching on every Saturday. When you will watch, every Saturday you take 1 hour, 6 Saturdays, 6 videos, enough. Watching these videos, what are you going to gain? You will be gaining the knowledge as real-time person. In real time, so many things are covered here. See, if you are a person who is working in IT industry, in IT job, what are the teams you interact with, what process you follow, what servers you access, what is disaster recovery, what tools you access, how the tools looks like, okay, how the deployments will be done, who will involve in the deployment, what is deployment process, what is implementation plan. See, almost everything that you come across in real time has been told here. This will help you a lot in manager round of interviews. Manager round of interviews you want to crack, which is somewhat non-technical and real-time oriented. These videos will help you. Even if you are not working in IT industry, after watching these videos and making a notes about all these things slowly one by one, you will be molded as a real-time resource. So people who are not having any exposure in IT industry, you must watch these videos if you want to behave like a real-time person in the interviews. Okay, freshers, if you watch, what will happen, you can easily understand, and you can easily understand the your office culture. You can adapt to office culture. You can easily understand all that environment. Okay, so that's why I have made these videos taking enough time. Just go through these things. Okay, business analyst is the person who is going to draft the business requirements and share it with you. As a developer, you would be working on the business requirements. More in detail about this is available in this videos. How you get finally requirements and all. Okay, so here you go now. Ultimately, you are going to work on application development. So if you want to work on application development and some tasks you want to implement, first thing is you have to set up an application. So when we start building our project, the first thing is that we need to set up or create, you can say create a new application. That's the first thing. See, before you come up with creating the functionalities, first you need to be ready with the roof. You need to set up the first application. Suppose if you take Amazon application, there are so many functionalities available in Amazon application. So home screen display is one functionality, search screen is one functionality, search process is one functionality, account registration is one functionality, checkout is one functionality, payment is one functional component, and sending email notification, SMS notifications, these are different functional components. See, there will be so many functional components that will be developed within an application. But before you develop all these applications, you must have to create one called as application. You must have to create one called as application. That's the first thing. So as a developer, whoever is sitting here, all of you will never be involved in creating this application in real time. Why? The reason is very simple. These tasks will be done by tech leads. These tasks will be done by tech leads. You are going to be a junior developer or senior developer, and you are going to be maybe a team lead, but there will be a tech lead who is a solution architect. That solution architect is the person who works with business analyst and business directly at the initial stages of project development. He will be the one to set up the application. Okay, so creating application we have to learn here, because we want to learn everything in Pega. Suppose one day you are going to be a tech lead, how you implement it, definitely you have to learn. So you'll be learning now itself. So by the time you all are going to join a project, this application setup would have been completed. Okay, but you need to learn. So when you create an application, okay, when we create a new application, we need to keep in mind these things. We need to keep in mind about these things. What are those things? So any one of you, any guess, what do you need to think about? What do you need to keep in mind when you are going to set up any application? Suppose if you are constructing a new house, you want to construct a just one floor of building, okay, that you are doing. When you're constructing this house, what do you keep in mind generally? Design. You are going to think about design. Apart from that, huh? Area. After that,
Cost.
what is that?
Cost.
Customer
Cost.
requirement.
Suppose,
Basement.
imagine you are a developer, means you are the person who is going to construct the house. Okay, primarily what are you going to keep in mind when you are constructing a house? Today you are constructing house just only one stair building, okay, then what do you keep in mind about, what do you very much bother about? Budget. Apart from that, requirements, anyhow you need to get, that is called plan,
Foundation.
land space and cost. Okay, see, you are learning Pega, right? Why are you learning Pega? What are you keeping in mind while learning Pega? Why are you learning Pega? What is the purpose? To
develop applications.
that's a different. Other than that, to develop applications, okay, Pega. But what is the main motive behind you all have joined Pega training? No coding. Other apart from that, architecture of application. If I am not a job, that's the main thing. You all are here. Okay. If I am not audible, you need to reconnect. Reconnect if not audible. Vidya, because I can see you are offline. You are not active online. Okay. And to get a job, okay, you want to get a job, that is now or in future? Now or in future? That's going to happen today now. Job. Then
Future.
when it is going to, in future, maybe tomorrow, day after tomorrow, that is all going to be future. So you have a plan about the future and you are trying to do something now, right? So you are trying to do something today, but you are considering about the future. You have a proper plan about the future and now you are doing it. Whatever you do now, think about the future always. Most of the things, whatever you do, you will be doing keeping in mind about the future aspects. Okay. So generally, whenever your parents are going to buy a dress for you when you are a kid, they're going to, you are 4 years old. In India, typically how it works, they will buy for 6 years, 5 years. Because one time if you wear, that's not enough, no? Because we can't waste money. So we want to use it for, occasionally we want to use it for 2 or 3 times, at least in 1 or 2 years coming. They keep in mind about the future usage and they're going to do the something now. You all are doing learning Pega now, keeping in mind about future. Same thing. So you're going to build an application. Think about the future. Future what? Today you are going to set up one restaurant. You will not set up only as per the today's environment and circumstances. You consider about the future also. You think about future, at least anyone who has this type of thought process, definitely they will be successful in the business or anything. Okay. Obviously, keeping in mind about next to 2 years and buying a dress now for a kid, definitely that is going to save the money, right? Definitely. That is going to help them for the future success for sure, somehow. Same way, if you want to create a new application, think about the future aspects. What is that? See, in future, what should you have to keep in mind these things. That is, in future, suppose you're constructing a house, it should be easily extendable in future. If you want to add 2 more stairs on top of it, your basement should be strong. You will not be going for a basement which is going to bear only for only 1 stair. 3 stairs you plan, only construct one stair as per the money that you have. But the foundation, you are going to have it strong foundation, strong basement. Today you are going to construct only 1 stair, but maybe in future I'll construct 2 more. For 3-stair, you come up with the foundation. Tomorrow, if you want to construct 2nd and 3rd stair, you don't have to disturb the basement. Yes or no? Basement is going to be extendable, reusable for the future. Yes or no? So you think about easy to extend, easy to extend. So if you are creating an application today, if you're going to set up your restaurant today, tomorrow what you think about? Tomorrow I should be able to easily expand my restaurant. I do not want to do everything from the scratch. It's very simple. Imagine it's a brand new. I was never been into restaurant business before. Brand new. I have entered into market. I had started my restaurant here in Hyderabad. Okay. So I have so much of planning. I have defined some process. Everything is been done. But for 1 year, I am going to struggle a lot. Initially, for 1 year, I am going to struggle a lot to streamline so many things, to understand so many problems, and to overcome. And I'm going to plan something for overcoming those problems. Overall, after struggling for 1 year or 2 years, okay, minimum 1 year. After struggling at least for 1 year, I am going to be settle down my business to run it smoothly. Yes or no? But for first 1 year, it is going to be a lot of struggle, right? But now, after 1 year of struggle, after streamlining the entire process here, after running the business smoothly, next, I am going to start a new branch in a different location. Okay, maybe I'm going to start a new branch in some other city, Vijayawada city. I'm going to start another city. Now, when I set up a new branch as per the understanding the circumstances there, am I going to struggle the same way the next 1 year to streamline the process and to run the second new, what do you call, branch business smoothly? Or maybe 1 month only I am going to struggle. So what is true? 1 month only I am going to struggle, or same 1 year I am going to struggle as the first business? Just 1 or 2 months only, little bit I will be struggling. What is the reason? Second branch, when I am going to open in a different location, why there is no much struggle? Okay, what has my experience given to me? Experience, okay. What my experience has given to me? Yeah, I had understand the business process. What did I understand? I had understand the business process clearly. Already I have gone through it once, right? So I understood the business process clearly. Same process, I have copy pasted. I have copy pasted. Whatever this 1 year I have struggled, whatever the learning I had from this 1 year, so all that whatever I have fixed, after fixing what is been stabilized, the stabilized plan I have implemented at the second branch. Maybe as per the local circumstances, little bit I may struggle. That will be there 1 or 2 months. If I am going to start a third one, definitely the struggle is going to be less. Like this, if I am going to expand my business, there won't be any struggle as you start expanding your business. Only initial days I have to struggle a lot. So this is what, whenever you are going to create a new application, you have to set up its foundation strong enough so that you can expand your business or extend your business easily in future. Okay, easy to extend. That's one thing you need to keep in mind. Second one, okay, reusability. What is the second one? Reusability. What is meant by reusability? Any component that you had created once, you should be able to reuse it. You should be able to reuse it. Okay, so that's what reusability is pretty much needed. Suppose if all of you have a water bottle with you, okay, suppose if I am supposed to give you a water bottle every day to each individual, so I have to buy some number of water bottles every day and I have to give you. Yes or no? You will have your water bottle with you when I share with you. That's my responsibility to provide the minimum things to you when you are coming here. Water is a minimum facility that I have to provide you. Okay. So this is going to be cost expensive. This is going to be little bit of cost expensive. Then how I can make it to be less cost effective? Means I'm not going to spend too much amount of money providing you a water facility for drinking water. Then what is the best solution that you can give me? What's the best solution you can give? Apart from purchasing a water bottle and giving you, what is the other setup I can come up with?
You can add a water filter.
I can add a water filter where
Just a one-time investment
in the
in a
premises
coaching
of
center.
in the
In a
premises of
coaching,
institute. I can
yeah.
set up one water dispensing machine, water filter now, so that I don't have to give water bottle to each and every one of you. That is going to be shared. That is going to be shared and reused by everyone. That is going to be reused. That's going to be a cost effective. One time you set up and you can make use of it. You can share it. Suppose new person is going to add tomorrow. I don't have to purchase extra bottle for him. So it's already available, water dispenser. So you need to think about these many things when you're going to set up your business. Okay. So easy to extend, reusability, and of course cost effective. Okay. So it should be cost effective. Cost effective in the sense you should have to think about spending less amount of money. Okay. Every time whenever it is possible. Okay. You don't want to spend again and again some amount of money for doing the same task. Okay. So these things you have to keep in mind. Okay. So let's go ahead now. How we can come up with a setup which is going to provide us extendability feature, reusability feature, and cost effectiveness. So for this, we have to set up an architecture of application that is framework and implementation architecture. What is this framework and implementation? So here, two applications involved. How many applications involved? Two applications minimum. Here, minimum two applications. Minimum two applications are involved to implement one business process. To implement one business process, minimum two applications are involved. One is, what is the first one? Framework application. Second one, implementation application. Framework application, implementation. What is the reason you come up with these three? I'll tell you with these two. So framework application and implementation application. So two applications you create, one on top of another. I will show you a diagram and explain you through the diagram. Okay, just give me a minute, please. Here you go now. Some diagram I will show you. Okay, here you go now. I'll just open this diagram, open with paint. So two applications you are going to create. Minimum two, when I say two or more. Here you go. There is an application by name Tata Insurance Group. What is that? Tata Insurance. What is the business of Tata Insurance Group? Providing insurance policies. Providing insurance policies. Insurance as a single unit, you call it as framework. You call it as framework. Insurance is going to have different types in it. What are different types of insurances that you know or that you are aware of? Life insurance, vehicle insurance, health insurance, home insurance, probably property insurance, another type of. Okay. And maybe different insurances can be available, right? See, each type of insurance is the one where actual business transaction will begin. See, if you go into an insurance company, you are asking for, I need auto insurance. They will tell you, sir, there is auto insurance department. Okay. Block number, room number 1, please go there. You will go there. There will be some people sitting. They are responsible for initiating your auto insurance transactions and process it. Suppose same inquiry you go and ask, I want to go for property insurance. Sir, room number 2 you go. There is another department sitting. That department is responsible for processing home insurance. And now you are asking property insurance. Now you are asking for life insurance. So you go to room number 3, there will be another department sitting who are going to process your life. So each type of insurance is having its own process, is having its own business process. Yes or no? So all insurances processing at the same place will not be good. Why? Properly you need to organize your business. Everything I can process at one place also. But why you don't process at one place? Because you want to properly organize. Suppose I have given you different dresses. Okay, I have given you ethnic wear. You have ethnic wear dresses. You have party wear dresses. Okay, and you have regular wear dresses. Okay, I mean, like when you go to office, formal dresses. When you have another regular wear dresses, Saturday, Sunday. These are different categories of dresses. All of the dresses you are going to put in the a cupboard somewhere. Okay, but are you going to throw all at one place in the cupboard? There are different racks. Okay, you are going to now organize properly these dresses. Okay, ethnic wear, rack number 1. Okay, office dresses. Okay, formal dresses, rack number 2. Okay, party wear, rack number 3. General regular outfits and all, this one 4. Okay, other types of things 5, rack number 5. Why should you organize like this? If you throw everything at single place also, you can pick somehow at the end of the day, right? But why are you organizing like this? Easy to access, easy to access. See, business is also same. See, in a business, in one business, there will be n number of lines of business. What is the term you are going to get it now? Line of business. I'm sorry, where is the mouse? Okay, the real-time term, line of business. What is that? Business terminology. Line of business. One business, in that there will be n number of lines. Line means stream. Suppose as you have a college, in a college n number of branches will be there, no? N number of streams. Why should I divide like this to have different implementations in a single business? Why single business should have different departments? Because you wanted to properly organize in order to make it easy to access. Okay, anytime, whenever you want. Easy to access and easy to maintain. Maintenance also will be easy. If you throw everything at one place, maintenance will be difficult. If you're organizing properly, accessing will be easy, maintenance will be easy. In the same way, in a business also, each type of business that's called as line of business will be considered as one implementation where the actual transaction will take place. Where the actual transaction will take place. What happens in the insurance company? Insurance company is going to give a base. Insurance company is going to give a base for all different types of insurances departments. Yes or no? So that is called framework. Framework is base or foundation application. Foundation application for all different implementations. For all different implementations. Every one of you, are you clear so far? You understand this clearly with examples? Every one of you should respond on the charting window. Say yes. Yeah, scalable is also something called easy to extend. Okay, framework application. Okay. See, what is application first of all? What do you define the application? Okay, if I come up with a question, what is application? Okay, before you talk about types of applications, okay, what is application? So I'll tell you, application is a roof, which contains, otherwise you can say box, is a box, no? It's like a container or box, which contains functional components, Two types of applications as per the reusability concept. As per network access concept, you have two types: internal, intranet, internet. That is different. By network access, you have divided into two types. Here you are dividing by reusability. By reusability, there are two types of applications. One is framework application. Another one is implementation application. So implementation application is the one which is built on top of framework. First, foundation. So above the foundation only you are going to have your house construct. House is the one you will be mainly accessing. No, everything accessibility happens in house only. House depends on basement. Okay, same way, whenever you are going to create your function, your process, your business, that will really happen in the implementation. That will really happen in the implementation. So business process starts here and processed here and processed here in the implementation application. Okay, see, whether it is implementation application or framework application, no matter what type of application, but both are application only, right? An application can have functional components, yes or no? An application can have functional components. Framework application, I said, it will have functional components. Implementation application is said, it will have functional components. Both will have a functional components. But what type of components? What is its purpose? See, framework application, FW stands for framework. Framework application contains the functionalities, functional components, which are reusable across different implementations, which are built on top of framework. Okay, look at here now. I'll open one diagram. Okay, I think I have already opened, right? See, if I create any functional component in the framework, this will be accessible by implementation 1, implementation 2. Reverse is not possible. That is inheritance concept. I am not using any technical terminology. I'll come to inheritance later. Okay. If you create any functional components in the framework application, that will be reusable. In the implementation. In the basement, you are going to have pillar. That pillar will be extended to use in implementation 1. Again, implementation 2, you start from the base. Will not start. You will extend it to use in stair 2. Okay, whatever the floor 2 is there. Okay, whatever the functional component that is created will be reusable to 2 different implementations. Very simple. See, in our home, just generally consider we have 2-bedroom flat. In each bedroom, I have 1 TV separately. Bedroom 1, we have 1 TV. Bedroom 2, we have 1 TV. Bedroom 1 TV has connection, dish connection. Bedroom 2 TV also has dish connection. 2 connections are there. I am paying 5,000 rupees for each connection. How much I am paying now? 10,000. Okay, 10,000 I am paying. So instead of that, can I make it for 5,000 so that everyone who is there in bedroom 1, bedroom 2 both can watch the TV? How? What is the solution you want to give? What is the solution you want to give? Correct. Online.
We can split the connection.
What is that?
We can split it.
Split what?
We can split the tower or dish connection.
No, tell me something else. When I say 2-bedroom flat, you should be able to understand. Hall is there.
But in hall.
And what you do? You're going to install TV connection in the hall. Only 1 connection in the hall. Anyone wanted to watch TV, they will come to hall and watch. In your hostels, they will not set up 1 TV for each room, right? Generally. Okay. They will be setting up in the common area. What is the advantage? They can save the money. That's one thing. It is reusable. If it is there in hall, anyone can access. Yes or no? A functional component is there in hall, TV is there in hall, anyone can watch it. TV is there in bedroom 1. Only bedroom 1 people can access because they are the only people who are allowed to get into. Yes or no? So if you have a functional component available in framework, n number of implementations that are being created on top of framework can access that functionality without recreating again. Suppose if I have a functional component in implementation 1, only implementation 1 can access, it cannot be shared to implementation 2. So that same component, if implementation 2 wants, you have to create once again. Time waste, money waste, everything waste. So whenever you are going to create functional components in your business process application, what do you need to think about is this functional component, is it a common component for two or more different implementations, or specific to any one implementation? Then accordingly you need to find the place to create it. If it is a common functional component to all the implementations in business, where do you place this particular component? Where do you create it? You create it in the framework. If it is a specific component, okay, implementation great. Same I am going to write now. Okay, so framework application, and see common components I'll write down below. Common functional components which can be accessed across entire business, can be created in FW application. Specific components, specific functional components which are related to one specific line of business. One specific line of business can be created in the specific implementation itself, so that it will be accessed only by that particular implementation. So if a component is available in implementation 1, it cannot be accessible by implementation 2. Simple. If you have a personal water bottle, others are not allowed to access it, right? And anyone has personal water bottle, no one else can access. But if there is a water dispensing machine outside, anyone can access, share. Okay, that's the concept. Understand clear, everyone? So you should have knowledge about the business. See, real business people, they don't know about all these things. For your information, they don't know what is framework, what is implementation, they don't know. As a technology person, technical person, you should also have the knowledge about the business. You should also have the knowledge about business. Look at here, this is what I am talking about. Okay, 2 types of, see, insurance application is there. 2 types of insurance: vehicle insurance, health insurance. If I say that I want to collect customer details, okay, whenever a customer is going to come for any type of insurance, I want to collect the basic details of the customer: first name, last name, address, phone number, ID number, like this. So where can I create this screen? If it is a screen, user interface screen, can I create this screen in vehicle insurance or health insurance or frame insurance application? Where? Core insurance framework or implementation 1 and implementation 2? Which one? Framework. Why framework? Because you are applying for vehicle insurance or you are applying for health insurance. Why should I create 2 separate screens for the same purpose? Any insurance, definitely human being will be involved or not. Any insurance, human is the person who is going to take the ownership. Even if it is auto insurance, maybe insuring component can be different, but definitely there will be a human or insurer, responsible person will be there, owner will be there. So you will be creating in the framework application. Suppose if I say that I want to collect the details of primary driver of vehicle. When I am providing some insurance, I need the vehicle primary driver details of the vehicle. So in which scenario I need health insurance or vehicle insurance or normal insurance thing? Vehicle insurance. This functional component, where do you create? In the vehicle insurance. Suppose I want to collect the details of health related information, past health history, okay, to provide you insurance. Is it related to vehicle or health? Specifically health only, right? Vehicle insurance, if I am providing, why should I collect your health details? Not required all the time. Means not too many details. Maybe I want to see whether you are a senior citizen or not. Okay, apart from that, I don't need health conditions completely. In health insurance only you need. So such type of specific components related to health, you would be creating in health insurance implementation. So understanding the business. First thing is, the foremost thing when you are learning any technology, not only Pega, you're learning Salesforce, you're learning Java, you're learning C language, you're learning C++. Learn the technology in comparison with the real world entities, real world projects. Okay, compare with real world project and business requirements, and then start learning each component in the technology. Then you can learn the technology at its best. It's not like simply learning syntaxes and remembering the programs. Okay, always come up with a real world scenario, that real world situation. See how your technology can implement that real world situation. Okay, so how the real world situation can be fit into your technical design and development. That's how you need to start thinking and start learning any technology, out of which Pega is no exception. Okay, so when you are learning Pega, especially here, you must always should think about real world business entity. That's what I told on day 4. Day 4 is not a technical session, it's a just a normal session. When you are learning Pega, you always have to, whenever you go to any technical concept, technical aspect, you always think about real world, where this technical aspect is going to fit in the real world. Which example I can take to better understand this technical aspect easily? This is the way you need to think, and then you start learning. It may take a little bit of time at the initial days for all of you, because that's a new way of there's a new methodology of learning to all of you. But going forward, your ability to think, the thought process will speed up for sure. But that's the only way to learn it. Okay, so this is what. So you are going to create the common features. Common features are functional components, anything you say. Common features you are going to place at one single box, into one single box, that is called as framework application. Body present, mind absent. You are listening to me, right? Sure? Not you. This girl. Okay. So now that's what common functional components you are going to place in framework application. Specific components you are going to place in implementation. Implementation 1, implementation 2. Remember this point. If you place a component in implementation 1, that will never be accessible to framework or other implementations. Okay. Father property can be shared by all children, no problem. Shared or not. Okay. Child 1 property, legally it's not mandatory that this person has to share to child 2. No, it will not be accessible. No, my property is my, generally my brother property is my brother's, but my father property we both can share. No, same real world how it is been available, same way. That's called inheritance concept is called as inheritance. We'll come to that soon, but here I'm not using the technical terminology. Any components available in framework like a father can be accessible by all implementation. Any component available in implementation will be accessible only to that implementation, not to siblings, not to framework, not into framework. My father has no right to ask my property, generally legally speaking, right? Same way technology is also designed. Okay, so same way technology is being designed. Okay, so coming to this one now, you are now going to create framework application and implementation. What is the advantage? Why should I come up setting up 2 applications extra, 1 application extra? Why should I come up with a 1 extra application? The reason is very simple. If you're going to come up with this type of architecture, definitely you are going to achieve all these things with framework and implementation architecture, with FW and IMPL. IMPL stands for implementation, FW stands for framework. With FW and IMPL architecture, we can achieve the below. What are those? Oh, where is the first one? Easy to extend. I'm sorry. Okay, easy to extend. Suppose in framework I created 1 component. Okay, today I have auto insurance, health insurance. Only these 2 lines of business we are running. Customer details form is there in framework. Tomorrow we are extending our business. We are going to introduce property insurance also. Should I create the customer details form once again? No, that means you are extending easily without recreating the things from scratch, and that is what you are achieving, reusability. You are reusing the same which is available. And is it going to be cost effective? You are not doing the same task again. 1 hour you have spent previously, $40 you have paid for someone. Now you are not required to pay again $40 for the same thing. Yes or no? These are the advantages. Okay, these are the easy to extend, reusability, cost effective. Okay, no redundancy means you are not doing the same thing again and again. Okay, redundant means copying. You're not doing a copy task once again. Okay, because of this architecture. That's the advantage of coming up with this architecture to have framework and implementation. So when you start working on Pega PRPC for any business, if you want to set up, first to create framework application. Now I have a question. Is it mandatory that you need to follow this architecture? It's not mandatory. It's an architecture told. Follow this, you will get these advantages. Don't follow, you will not get it. If you join any project in this world, you will have framework and implementation. I will tell you. See, when we work on Pega, I'm sorry. When we work on Pega, okay, we create business framework. Business framework. First thing is you create business framework and implementations and implement. This is okay. Framework, you are calling an application as framework application because it has reusable functional components. Keep this in mind. Okay. Now come to Pega rules process command and environment. Come to Pega rules process command and environment. What is the login? Administrator@pega.com. Password install. Okay. I'm sorry. That's a default credentials given to you. Okay, if you are working in here or real time, same default credentials. Okay, Same credentials. Pega environment has predefined login ID and password. You logged in. You logged into Pega. Where you have landed? You have landed onto an application. What is the name of the application? Pega platform. Pega. If you want to see the okay, I'll ask you one question. Define yourself. What do you say? Define yourself. What do you say? Your name, your age, your graduation, some of these things you are going to say. Definition of you means your details. In Pega environment, any component, if you go to the definition option of a component, what you will get? Full details about the component. Full details about the component. Remember this. If you get into the definition of any component in Pega, you will get its full details. Define yourself means you will tell your full details now. Same way, Pega platform application. Go to definition. Go to definition. Okay. Now you all are students here, right? So far, I did not give you any student ID. I did not give you. Suppose I gave you student ID. I gave you. So each one I am going to give one unique student ID. Yes or no? So as an institute here, should I recognize you by your name or your ID? ID only. Why should ID? Why not name? As a system. This is one system, no? This is one academy institute, not academy institute. In this institute, we recognize each student by ID only. What is the reason? ID is unique. It's same name, 2 or 3 people may be there. So in Pega also, when you create any component, that component will have name and ID. Name is for display purpose. Meaningfully, it will be available. But ID is for recognizing by the system. See, every branch, you will recognize a branch by Madhapur branch, KPHB branch, 6th phase branch, like this. You will recognize. Business system will not recognize like that. Business system will recognize only by IFSC code. Bank code will be there, branch code. If you say KPHB, business system cannot understand. KPHB branch, business system cannot understand. Yes or no? Same way in any system, any component available, component will have label ID. Label ID, which is important for the system ID. For a display purpose, label. Label can have spaces. IDs cannot have spaces. Have you ever had a space in your ID, college ID? Employee ID? Have you ever seen? No, will not be there. Transaction ID, this much length will be there. 10 digits, 15 digits. Have you ever seen ID space? Account ID space? Never see that. You will never see, right? So when I go to the definition, here I'll see ID. Leave about the number. Pega rules. Actually, Pega platform is name of the predefined application provided by Pega. Its actual name to the system is Pega rules. If I say Pega rules application, Pega platform application, both are same. If I call Naveen or if I call roll number R123, same person. Same person. R123 is Naveen only. Naveen also Naveen only. Okay, but generally I'll call by roll number one. Okay, so display name is Pega platform, predefined application, ready-made application. Its actual ID is Pega rules. Number you leave it. Okay, so which year you have joined here? Maybe that's a version. Here I'll tell you about versions later. Okay, Pega rules application or Pega platform is a predefined application. Pega rules or Pega platform application is a predefined application. Provided along with PRPC environment in real time also same. What does it? It is application, no. Application contains functional components, yes or no? It contains functional components which can be used. It contains ready-made functional component. That's what we already discussed. No, ready-made or predefined, both are same or not? Ready-made or predefined, both meaning same or not? Tell me. Ready-made or predefined meaning is same or not? It contains ready-made or predefined functional components which can be accessed by any business application that we create on top of Pega platform. On top of So Pega platform contains reusable functional components already ready-made available, which you can reuse. So Pega platform application contains ready-made reusable functional components. So can I say Pega platform is a framework application? Can we say that? So we can say that Pega platform is also framework application. It's a framework application. But what framework application? I'll tell you. It's called as, especially it's called as enterprise framework application. What is that? I'm sorry, I'll get here. Enterprise framework application. I'll tell you what is the meaning of enterprise. You know, ERP systems, enterprise resource, P means planning or something. Enterprise resource planning. Enterprise means no, it's worldwide, everything, anything. Okay, all the business are said to be enterprise. In that, each business is one specific business. It can be one business. That business will have its own framework. See, you take banking business. You take retail business. Bank account, when you create, you are getting email or SMS. In the retail business, shopping cart, shopping mall, retail shopping mall, online shopping mall. When you register your account, you are getting email. When you purchase product, you are getting email. Sending email, is it a common functional component? It's a common feature you need in banking business, you need in retail business. So this is called enterprise system. That's called enterprise system. So in enterprise, you have all these things. So Pega platform is called enterprise framework. So by default, when you install Pega, you already have one framework with ready-made functionalities, which can be used into your framework and implementations. Look at here. I'll open another diagram. I'll try to open another diagram. See here. First basement is Pega platform already provided when you purchase Pega systems license. Software you purchase. Okay, here for us it is free. Generally, I'm talking about client. Client when purchases Pega license and install Pega, he will get Pega platform. In that, so many ready-made functionalities are already available. We'll be learning slowly. On top of Pega platform application, he is going to start a new framework creation. That is especially for his business. His business is banking framework, insurance framework. On top of that business framework, he will be creating all implementations 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So how many frameworks can be there in a business? Is it only one? N number. It's not about 2, N number. See, depends on how large your business is. Your business is too large, you may get so many frameworks. So many implementations. Okay, for a company like Reliance, Tata Industries, so many frameworks will be there, so many business implementations will be there. For a small companies, small banks or small companies, okay, there will be one framework and 2 or 3 implementations will be available. Suppose if you consider this institute, Harsha Trainings is a framework application. On top of it, what are implementations? Pega training is one implementation. DevOps training is one implementation. Full stack is one framework. Once again, another framework on top of Harsha Trainings framework is full stack, no coding. On top of full stack framework, Java, Python, some of the other things. Okay, UI technologies, all that. Non-coding framework on top of it, Pega, DevOps, Appian, maybe other things, little bit of coding, non-coding, low code, no code. Okay, so like this, it depends on your business setup, how you set up. When you set up the business, think about the future, which can be reused, easy to extend, and cost effective. Understand clear, everyone? So that's how we already have enterprise Pega platform framework ready with us when you install. Next step, what are we going to do? Creating a new application on top of Pega platform, which is of type framework type. After setting up framework type of application, then you start creating implementation type. So when you create application, when we create, okay, then when we create application, first we create a FW application on top of Pega platform application, Pega platform application. Then implementations on top of above FW application. Understand? Clear, everyone? This is what we are going to do. So while creating application, we need to consider the below parameters. What are those? You are going to set up an application. You are going to start a business. What is the first thing you think about? First thing, name. What is that? Name. So application name. Second one, application type. Application that we also call it as structure. We also call it as structure application. So you had created application. How do you access? By login only you'll access, right? So you must have to log in or not. So another thing is login. I'll tell you. Organization name. I'll tell you this tomorrow. Fourth one is login ID and password. In technical terminology of login ID in Pega is operator ID. Simple. If I say operator ID, you can understand that login ID and password. These are all the required things you need to keep in mind to give when you set up a new application. So what are we going to do tomorrow? Are you clear, every one of you? Anyone has any questions? Whatever we discussed today theoretically with live examples and all, tomorrow we are going to implement practically. I'm sorry.
Okay.
May 28, 2024. That is for tomorrow. I'm writing here for tomorrow. Tomorrow, application creation. What is that? Application creation. Practical will be there. Tomorrow that will be covered. Understand? So today, whatever the theory I told, keep this in mind. We'll see Pega environment, how to practically create it. Okay. So no need to sign up anything here. Just you need to create the login ID. By default, Pega, when you install, you will get a login ID, default login ID, administrator@pega.com. For that, the password is install. Password is install all small letters. User ID, capital, small, no worries. But password must be all small letters, case sensitive. Okay. So are you clear with today's topic? Every one of you. Just give me a minute. I am going to add here 670. So I will forget. I saved it. Pega class May 27, 2024. One more thing I should tell you. That is predefined. I'm saying predefined, right? Predefined ready-made. That in Pega the terminology changes. Terminology is OOTB, out of the box. That is there in the document. Anytime if I say OOTB functional component, which means that predefined, readily available in Pega. That's the meaning. Okay. Slowly you will get all these things. Okay. So I'll be sharing you this theory document 617. Pega class running. Okay. These two I have to share today. We are done with our today's class. It is 8 o'clock and we are done with the class topic. Okay. Tomorrow will be 1 hour it will take to complete creating framework as well as implementation. At the time of creation, I will explain you the options available there. Okay. Clear? Makes sense? So you all should be ready with your installation process. Today class recording would be provided, uploaded onto YouTube. Probably I'm not sure today as everyone has not registered, today also they will upload into YouTube. Maybe today, tomorrow, they will give you deadline today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, you must make the fees payment. They'll give you deadline. So if any one of you wanted to come down here for the classroom, those who have joined online, you can come down. You're very much welcome. Okay, we can wind up. It will be uploaded into YouTube in some time. Thank you for joining everyone.